Hey everybody, Arthur here with another figure review. Today we have Marvel Legends Anti-Venom. Now he didn't come in a package because I ended up picking him up at a sort of like a flea market type deal. It was at a place called D&D. It's like this little Amish flea market area around by where I live, and he had a bunch of Legends, and he had him for $20. And honestly, I couldn't pass him up because I've never seen him in the wild. And for being a loose figure, this thing is pristine. So the figure, you can see just by looking at it, is a nice sized figure. It's a great looking figure. We get into his head sculpt, and that head sculpt is gorgeous. Shiny black paint that they used. The orange and yellow for inside the mouth. So it's like a darker orange that fades into a brighter yellow when it comes closer to the outside of his mouth. The yellow eyes. It's gorgeous. Like, it's a beautiful sculpted figure. Like, the head sculpt is so nice. The spikes and stuff going through. So it's for like head articulation. You can get a full 360. You can look down that much, but it sort of springs up, which I find it to be odd. And then you can go back all the way. Got that awesome painted on spider. Looks pretty clean. A little black paint missing in those really deep crevices. Arm can go up like so. It's got that bicep swivel. It's got a band that wraps around, and again, in the little crevices, there's a little bit of white showing through, but, you know, other than that, it's pretty clean. The band is actually straight all the way around. Oh, correction, it shifts a little bit there. Just a little, just a hair. And then he has a double jointed elbow. Then we get these claw hands we've seen many, many times. Carnage, Ben Reilly, all those figures. And it actually gets the wristband and rotation there. Just love the claws. So it's the same on both sides. And then his actual ab crunching. Get his arms down. You can crunch down that much. And then he can crunch back that much. So you get some really good motion. And look at that. So that's the little pieces of white shown right there. That black is painted all the way up. Let's check the other side. Same with this, painted all the way up. I love that. I love the fact that that Hasbro put the attention and love to this figure that, hey, we need to make sure that this logo stays painted as he bends back and forth. I really like that. Now, we get down to his waist. He does get that waist rotation, and it gives him those bookshelf hips, and it breaks up that design. So it's like you got these lines here, and also it's like, I'm going to rotate. It looks weird. He does get the splits. Does them pretty well for the size of this figure. He's got that thigh cut, which, you know, I don't like the thigh cut already because, oh, come on, do it over him. It breaks up that sculpt right there. I keep saying sculpt. Design. It keeps breaking up the design, and I'm not a big fan of that. If the design would have stopped there, and this was all white, then I could sort of accept the, you know, thigh to be cut. Then you get the double jointed knees, work very well. It's got a boot cut. Then he has an ankle bend and pivot, and I don't know what happened here on the foot. It looks like it sort of got extra plastic or something from the mold. Definitely not the issue with this foot. But it is weird. It's almost like the feet are a different type of plastic than the actual figure. You sort of see it in the camera. But this guy is super posable. Almost, it's like he could use some butterfly joints, but honestly, I feel like I can get him in some good poses. But this figure is awesome. I'm a huge Venom Eddie Brock fan, and I think this will be great to go with that Spider-Man collection. just looks so good. Let's get him in some poses. Here I got him holding up that battle damage Spider-Man. One-handed. Literally, Spider-Man's feet are off the ground. The only thing holding him up is that grip. And I love these bigger figures that can actually do that, can balance it out to be really whooping the crap out of somebody. And like, I love this Spider-Man because we don't really have a battle damage Spider-Man like this. And it looks awesome. So not only can you have him holding up the corpse of Spider-Man, you can actually pose him very, very well. Like, look at that. He's such a big figure, but you can get him crunched down and he stays balanced. Like you can see sort of he wants to fold back and forth and stuff like that. And honestly, the biggest thing is just finding that happy balance on his feet. You know, you got to play around with your figures. If you're anybody that keeps them on card, I mean, you really don't have to worry about posing because they're just in a plastic coffin. But, you know, with me, you know, I have some stuff that's still on card. Mainly a lot of G.I. Joe stuff, which I have yet to reveal yet. But now figures that I get now, I just sort of open them up because you really can't get that nice articulated poses without actually playing with the figures. I mean, you guys see all the craziness in the background. I mean, you don't get that look when they're hanging on a wall in a box, or if they're in a closet just taking up space. Open the figures, make them breathe, or buy two of the figures if you want. You know, that's what I did. Actually, that's what I did with a lot of the G.I. Joe ones. That's why I still have some on cards. I bought doubles so I could open some and keep one on card because of the card art, you know. But this is my review of the Marvel Legends Anti-Venom. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you know when I post up a new video. And as always, have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting and have a beautiful day.